dumb fuck who wants me to be fucking hurt watching it when I'm a redneck. When my soul's a fucking redneck. I'm a redneck. I like Dolly Parton. I love Dolly Parton. I would never have more, but technically, according to the satanic evil bullshit incestuous Pornhub.com, they want you to be divorced for their big evil conglomerate. Fuck a dick, you big company shit. I don't give a fuck if you're dead. In my soul that loves God and Jesus and kindness to others, and do whatever the fuck you're gonna try to do. It's against the law and you'll go to prison if you try to fucking hurt me. Any of you big companies who are trying to push your evil satanic agenda, I don't give a fuck if you're dead. And that's not very Christian and kind of me. So that's my way of sinning. To the biggest companies on earth who are evil as fuck and push their contrived evil shit on the... Okay. Is that famous enough A-lister having a breakdown enough to finally earn a living at this instead of having to work at some manual labor my whole fucking life until I'm like... It's like... horrible. Well, like, everyone around me has less in my small town, so they think that I'm rich or something. And I'm not rich. I don't have $400,000. You know what $400,000 is? Spent in a few years. Anyone who gets it, who doesn't know how to control that type of money, who's used to living in a regular job, that money is gone in a few years. That's what $400,000 is. Or 10 years, maybe 10. If you live at the extraordinary poverty level, maybe you could go 20 years of paying your bills on that. Extraordinary, well, at poverty level. Maybe you could go, well, probably 10 years. You couldn't. You would spend it. Most you'd go would be 10 if you're not used to that type of money. Probably spend it in a few years, maybe less. A few years. Probably get a cool car. You'd get a house. It is the poverty level. I don't have $400,000, and that pretty much is the poverty level. Or a hard working 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 years of work, and that's all people can get together because they weren't too mean, because they didn't try to crush others to get monetary things and carnal worldly pleasures on earth too much so they could be the richest fuck on earth. Because guess what? In the Bible, it is harder for a rich man, and this, you should understand, that have to be taken into the genetically manipulated hell that is inside of the earth, that they keep people alive in, turn people into beast-like creatures and fuck them and kill them and bring back to life with reanimation when they're actually, their cells are still somewhat living, and they can dig up from the graves and take their body, put a clone, an identical there, because their technology is so far advanced, and almost afraid to say the word genius. They're so fast, their intelligence. And they got my IQ up to, I'd say, I would estimate 200 at IQ. I was for sure of that. And I had never, this is at a time I wasn't sleeping very long, so I don't want to say this is definite or not, because I don't want to sound like I'm crazy, because I don't want to get in trouble and have them take me away like a whatever the fuck that is. I don't care. It's up to God. You know, I believe in God and Jesus. I trust in God and Jesus. I messed up by punching myself in the head, but that's usually, you know, doesn't hurt me. It's kind of like a karate or one of those martial arts things where you can punch things and it doesn't hurt your hand. But I don't punch. I don't punch other things usually, unless it's my own stuff in my own house, and I'm not ever doing it to anyone else. I don't ever hurt anyone else. Physical police for that. Have them do that if someone was doing that. I don't get in fights. I don't do any illegal stuff. If somebody was doing, if I had to defend myself, I might defend myself. So that's terrible. I don't want to. You know, I'd rather be so kind in Jesus that it just kills me, because people keep walking on me and their sin kills me, and get to be on the other side, or you know, rather than constantly fight and hurt others. But I would defend myself, actually, because that's where I'm wrong. Because you can't let people keep doing wrong to you when it's appropriate to stand up for what you believe in. Maybe not fighting them, but in some cases that would be all right. And that's a very godly and good and kind and Jesus. Stand up for what you believe in and be adamant about it. Not adamant like fucking Wolverine with his stupid ass claws that are violent and hurt others and kill people and shit like that. I mean, let's face it, he is a fucking killer, and he's a bad example. And when I thought that was cool years ago, and all those people thought that was cool, he's a crazy ass fucking evil killer who kills others. There'd be no reason to kill others. Those sharp ass claws, he's like a killing machine. Who gives a fuck about that shit? It's stupid and bad and wrong. Powerful, might go to hell, or all that stuff he's making his face look so perfect and young with. He's gonna get older and older and older till he is just suffering and not looking like that anymore, and he's gonna have to really suffer for all the sin he did. And a lot of times we get trapped in our bodies, but you know, if you're happy, if you're not worried, if you're not worried about getting older, it doesn't matter to you that much, you know, just keep being a good person. It's not gonna hurt you as much. And you know, stand up for what you believe in. It's okay to be kind of somewhat mean to others. Not mean to others, but just to be firm about your beliefs, or for whatever word you want to use. And I'm not trying to push Jesus and God and Christianity on others, because I believe some people who have any religious belief nearly can get into heaven. Not as much the Satanists, because they encourage intentional negativity towards others more than almost any other religion. So that one's not as, generally they're not going to have as much of a chance of getting to go to the other side and be stuck here on earth. And then the more they sin and they're hurting others with all their might, they're going to get pulled down into the earth and tortured there, maybe potentially forever. This is a huge, vast earth with all sorts of stored, especially the depths of the inside of the earth and the sea, the parts of the sea and stuff. You know, we haven't seen all the creatures that are here yet. And it's an alien planet to the rest of the universe. We're aliens. We're these strange alien creatures. And we're pretty safe up here if you're good and you keep being okay. And, you know, it's not always going to be happy and fun, and you're going to have to suffer a little bit. We suffer a little bit, but try to be good. It'll be good and happy. And at some times it'll be okay, like, and really fun and happy. And there's no reason to, like, get so worried about something and try to build it up bigger and bigger and bigger to prove that they can't get you, or they're wrong and you're the best. It's like you just gotta let it go. Let it go. That's a really good one to learn, is let it go. Like, it doesn't matter, and it may be in your thoughts. I generally don't hit myself in the head. I haven't done that in a long time, since like earlier this year. My hair looks really fucking stupid right now. I don't know why. Probably because I had to shave it to the skin, pretty much. It sucked. It was like to the skin in some places and a little longer in other places. It was horrible. So, yay, they're gonna crucify me, right? They're a lot of those big famous people and rich people are kind. Some of them can be kind, but generally it's going to be really hard for them to get to the other side if they're rich. They're probably going to have to get reincarnated, in my opinion. But there's a chance they can get to the other side. I think Mike Tyson for a while was a very good person again. He had gotten really, I think he's fallen a little bit back into that again. But at one time he put his children first, and his net worth was like $100 million or $200 million or something like that. He was like on top of the world. He went down to having like $1 million. And there are 62 million millionaires on Earth. That's putting him in a group with like some whole other country. And you don't have to be poor, but like he was willing to give him as a good person. But then he went back to, I don't know what he believes in, you know. But I think some of those people with a lot of money, if you say that, they want to not just hurt you or not just hurt me, but they would try to corrupt my soul. They would try to hurt my soul and make me sin, because they're kind of like the people who are in hell, and that's where they're probably going to go, a lot of them. I'm not telling them to go there. That's up to God and Jesus, not me. I wouldn't take God's power into my hands. And that's, you know, they're probably gonna, the ones like 100 million or 200 million, we don't have that in our families. We don't have that type of money in our families. We have like, they have, people with the most money in our family might have like some millions. There's 62 million of them in the on the world. They're fairly common these days, a millionaire. In the 80s, it was rich. Now, but they work hard at it. They're pretty good. I think they can be redeemed and go to heaven on the other side, and hopefully they don't have as much money when they one day. That's what I think, but I can't say that. I have to try with all my might to try to stand up for them, have more money. Or like my parents, they're I learned some of their ways. I learned some of those rich people's ways, and it's a lot more sin. There's a lot more sin, and intentionally being mean to others is how I got stronger after I was broken down to near death as a young man, before I got even near any of my dreams. And I had to embrace intentional meanness to others, which I never was. I believed in kindness to others. I was raised believing in God, Jesus, and kindness to others. And the only way to get stronger and be okay was like, for once, I had to be intentionally mean to others. And that made it all come. That's borderline not rich. There's like millions of dollars range, or $1 million or $2 million where it says that's rich, and it's like it doesn't matter to me at all. I'd like to have enough money to be able to retire. Anyway, hey man. Just be good. I was trying to like be happy and really enjoy myself. Ended up hitting myself in the head. Why did I punch myself? I've never done it so much where it left a mark or a bruise. My hair looks so stupid right here. It's like, I don't know what the heck it is. Like I shaved it so close to the skin. On the top of it was shaved to the skin. No one's perfect. That's what I had to learn. Or am I supposed to give up my looks? I like looking good and feeling like I look good and happy, and I don't know. I'll probably try to, I'm such a sinning jerk in my look, in my appearance. Like it's like sometimes I keep wanting to look good, so I'll probably have like I'm planning. Well, I don't want to talk about it, but my hair will probably look better. I think because I don't know. Maybe by my 50s it'll look bald, and I'll just shave it like Joe Rogan or something, which would suck. Then it's the same sort of thing. Then lift and be like cut and stuff and look like I'm cool. It's like I usually don't get to do that stuff. I don't know, sometimes I can. Sometimes it's happy to get to do that stuff because I want to help others with their health. So that's health. It's not hell. That's the thing. Somebody was trying to say, like, some of these people who I know who have money than I thought. They're more kind than I thought. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Yeah, man, 5 fucking people. 5 fucking people watched it. Nothing. Absolute shit. Who gives a fuck? I'm sorry. Absolute shit. Punch myself in the head again. At least I'm not dead. Like, literally 100 people watching my videos. You know what that is? 5 cents. Maybe $1. Asshole! It's fucking ridiculous. This is fucking horrible. I don't want to be some Sid Vicious who's like so pissed off he punches himself or hits his head and then dies at like 18 years old because he's so skinny and he just needs to eat more food and like quit being a rock star. I don't know. Or maybe I don't know why he killed himself, the real Sid Vicious. Have you ever seen that movie Sid and Nancy? That I used to like that punk stuff, but he's like, you don't want to aspire to be some guy who killed himself who wasn't even really good at playing bass. They say. I don't know if he was good or not. Hey man. Hey man. Some man trying to say something about an asshole. That's stupid as fuck. But you know, what the fuck? I've given my all to these videos. I have a whole feature film on here. I have a whole feature film on here. I have music videos. I have, you know, pretty much got no views. They got hundreds of views, and I had to pay for my hard work, relentless work for a year, doing like 6 or 7 music videos and original songs that I wrote myself, and David Frost was in the band, and you know, because he motivated me to actually do the work, but like and those music videos I worked on, I don't, yo man, playing with my asshole, I'm a fag. I'm a fucking faggot. Right? That's me. I'm a bundle of fucking sticks. Are you gonna burn me? I hope not. Because I'm not a homophobe, and I'm not talking about gay people. I'm tired of it. Fucking tired of looking like my eyes are imperfect right here because it's in the middle of the night and I'm doing yet another video. Asshole. Why the fuck would it feel like an asshole? I don't give a fuck. Why the fuck would I put one more video up? YouTube, who I love YouTube. You know, I don't get it. I don't get why. Should I do a bigger budget, harder work thing, or without the budget, do it with all my might on no budget? I don't lead with my asshole, man. I ain't a fucking faggot. I ain't a bundle of sticks, but I might be gay. Might be a gay homo who plays with my own butt. But I'm a bundle of sticks. trying to figure out who's watching this based on the way my facial expressions look. I think it's by the wind of this, it is, are the big companies going to cut off my fucking head and put an end to this suffering yet? No. I'm not going to kill myself. They will corrupt your soul and have you join them for whatever they feel like believing in, to stand up for America as a necessary evil, to crush others, haha, and powerful. An asshole. That's how horrible this feels right now. That's how fucking horrible this feels with 5 or 10 people watching it. Would someone out there look at my actual work? I have a feature film on here that I spent years working on, and other 2 feature films. Those are 3. A lifetime of hard work, brilliant hard work, talent, ability, originality, 42 original music videos with original songs. This isn't some little bullshit. This is something that I worked hard at 1980, since I was a small fucking child, since I was 2 or 3 years old. Should I get reincarnated as a cat with a little dick so I can be big and powerful and evil, and then brought down to a cat and get to do whatever the fuck I want because I'm a cat with and I would, that is like a creepy ass, weirdo ass, dumb as fuck, stupid ass, shit ass, bad, pedophile like, wrong thing to do. Sorry. Cat. And you know Jimmy Fallon? I have more talent in my little finger than Jimmy Fallon has in his whole body. And that's a true fact. And he is brilliant at comedy. Because you know what? I not only know how to act and perform in front of camera and write all of it myself and do the directing and the producing and all post-production and the camera operating and the music writing and the composing and playing every instrument all myself, do anything other than some comedy writing. I don't know if he's ever sat down and written a really good finished screenplay. I'm sure maybe he did. I don't know. He's a different artist than me, okay? And you know what? I probably have as much talent as he has in his little finger, because we're just different in those ways. I wouldn't want to compare myself to any other artist. But why has my work not gotten seen as much? That's what I want to know. Why has my work not gotten seen as much? Do I have to wear a COVID mask around? Is that what's going to happen to America? Wearing COVID masks. Some of them are okay. I'm tired of it. I am tired of not being where I want to be and having to go out there and work at some fucking things that I don't even like my own asshole. You think I like playing with my own asshole? No, I'm not gay. That's what it fucking feels like almost. Working at some fucking thing that, why on earth would I ever want to do it? Might as well be doing this. Gotta get it just right. Again and again, again and again, doing this. For 8 months of last year on this house. And it wasn't doing that. It was actually having to do the best work I could possibly imagine with all the responsibility on my shoulders. I couldn't just go fuck off somewhere and say, oh, I'll throw this gallon of paint in the grass or something because it doesn't matter. No, because every inch of this place is mine, and that would be hurting myself. So when I did mess up, it was sad and horrible after how much effort. You know, I don't associate love with anything bad, but of my original intent that I put into this house. And, you know, I noticed right here it doesn't look as good. You know why? It's a fact. To be kind to my family members. I know how to make this look flat and young and perfect, and I know how to make my whole face look fucking perfect. I could have had a nose this fucking big for all you being Jim Morrison. Instead, tried to grow my hair long, had zits, braces that I made myself get because I had a gap between my teeth. I actually had a gap between my teeth. Other stuff I'm not going to say if that's true or not, but you know, you can turn this into anything that you want to turn it into on earth. However, if you take that too far and you're looking too perfect and stuff, that is what's from taking that to the very far level, that there is stuff in, and this is very real. This is like scary. They use genetic manipulation, and it's tied into, I lack of a better word, called the Illuminati. What some people, for lack of a better word, call the Illuminati, who they think are in control on Earth, but it's just because they let evil, they embrace evil, which is intentional meanness. That's something admirable, that they work hard, but not the evil. The evil stay way away from all that stuff and just try to be a kind person towards others. And you know, you want to know the truth about somebody's looks? See these eyebrows? I think I bleached them before, and I just let them grow back in, and it's all in your it's all in your brain. It's how confident you are. That is pretty much what your looks are, but it's almost like a mind over matter thing that I had to retrain and reteach myself after some very bad stuff happened to my appearance when I stole stuff. When I was a teenager, hair from my arms, and had like razor redness, and tried to shave it off, and it had shaved hair growing in like dark hair with red marks on it, with braces, zits, could barely walk, and some guy said, I went to California because there was nothing left here for me, really. I didn't feel confident in my appearance anymore, or the way I felt. So I went to California. You watching this right now would understand. They're special close to, and you don't stray away from them. You don't stray away from them, or it makes it worse. You don't stray away from them because it makes it worse. And you're supposed to be kind. You have to be kind to others. I know that. That is what it's really all about, is being kind to others. Where, like, is somebody angry at me because they think that I have more than them or something? I don't know. I don't care. These are actually the way my eyebrows really grew in. I think I bleached them in the summer, or 2 years ago. I'm white, so they just look more white. I don't know. I don't care, but